Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again. Again, they're talking about how people were tricked by Trump, especially people who are not black and other people who are people of color, but wanted to pass for white. I mean, I'm listening to even in white people say he tricked us. He didn't do anything he said he was going to do. Black people told you we've been through this stuff our entire existence here in America, and we were telling you, and he did exactly what we told you he was going to do. And now you're saying you know it now. But before you didn't care. And the reason you didn't care is because it had not affected you in the past. And so it didn't yesterday. So it probably won't do it today. So you trusted Trump and you found out it did happen. Well, there's an expression, ladies and gentlemen. Are you, any of you painters, artists, you can paint pretty good. You got your little thing you can do. Well, when you go and paint something, that's yours. Nobody else can come by there and do the same thing you did. They might try to trace it, but even then, they will be off. Each artist got their stuff, and it's theirs. Well, that's the same way it happens when you talk to a singer or musician. It's the same. You got your own thing, and nobody else. Well, they might try to duplicate it, but can never, ever. No, no. You know what I'm going to say. It's always yours. Now, God made human beings, and it's just as much God's as your poem is to you. And God made us to live a certain kind of way and provided that we might live a certain kind of way. And God said, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me." Was he talking to the whole pile? Yes, he was talking to the whole pile. But before he got to the whole pile, he was talking to the one, next one, and the next one, and the next one. He talked to all of the ones. When he got through talking to all of the ones, then the whole pile was spoken to. Thou should have no other gods before me. And every human being is obligated to obey. Not only that, every human being, whether you know it or not, when you came into the world, you knew. And it was, if you had been raised right, you still would know. But you weren't, so you don't know. But every individual on the face of the earth knew the difference between right and wrong. Why? You had a scale, you had a judge to determine what was right and wrong. What was it? You. It was you. Do unto others as you'd have others do unto you. If it hurt you, it hurt them. Or if it hurt you, you weren't going to try it. Because it might hurt them. It might not, but you weren't going to try. Why? Because you knew it hurt you and you weren't taking no chance. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Be obedient. You get hungry, so do they. You want to sleep, so do they. You need education, so do they. You need health care, so do they. You need transportation, so do they. You need a life, so do they. So how can you guarantee that to one another after I've given you a place for life and all of the resources? How you created? I've given you everything, and you, the people, put it together, doing your thing. Put it together and watch the manifestation. You, the people. It didn't call for superior people because there aren't any. All right, ladies and gentlemen. What I'm saying this for is because it's time for real change. That stuff, what we've been doing our entire lives, no good. It's no good. Make America great again means take it back to where it used to be. They still talking about white supremacy. They still trying to be God, trying to tell you there is no God but them. This in 21st century, I think, and this is what they're trying to tell you. Black people been through all this stuff. We got history, all of this stuff, and they want to go and erase the history book, burn them up, act like it never happened, try to do it again. I mean, this is just life. It's life. You know, no need of me trying to make it feel so ungodly, even though it is ungodly. But it's life. It's what you get when you don't know any better. So that tells me that every person that knows better, you, the world, know they know better because they ignoring you and they're doing exactly better. What that mean? Does that mean they got a better life? No. Why? Because you stolen all this stuff, and they are living, getting it back as they can. See, it's the message, ladies and gentlemen. It's the message. This is no war. This is a message. It's a true versus a lie. A lie is the hell we're living. A truth is that which we are denied. Ain't giving no chance. So I'm asking that we each recognize we got to first stand up for ourselves. You know, there was a time people used to believe that they go to hell and get burnt up. And so they would be careful about what they do because they might go to hell. They weren't thinking about the whole church go to hell. They were thinking about they might go to hell. People don't think about going to hell anymore today. They say, oh, now we know what that was all about. Yeah, you don't have to think about going to hell because you're living in hell. But you don't know that if you have no idea what is living heavenly is like, because you don't sure not living heavenly. Even the rich people are not living heavenly. Nah, they going through as much hell as everybody else. It's just a different kind. So anyway, it appears as if the requirement is that white people don't talk to you in America. Now, you know, we've heard some of you speak like you are smart. And what this woman named Miss Collins, as a senator, I think somewhere Arizona or Virginia, I don't know, Miss Collins, keep voting for Trump, try to act like she's decent. Go vote for Trump, but want everybody, oh, but I'm decent. Now I'm laughing at her. Why? Because it's funny. But it's not really funny. Because if I stand back, I ain't got to stand too far, and look at the country. There's no difference between the country and Miss Collins. She's doing what she's doing. She thinks it's the right thing. Republicans doing what they're doing, think it's the right thing. Democrats doing what they're doing, think it's the right thing. And none of it is the right thing. It is being true, but it's not the right thing. It's not the right thing. Ask any of you, if you could change anything, would you? Every last one of you would. Anyway, my mission is to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that there is a God and there is a way to do things proper that black folks, white folks, men and women, straight and gay. And I want you to get this thing. I'm telling you, get this thing out of your head about you can straighten folks out. If a person is gay and you were taught that gay was wrong, something about what was that place? Armageddon, not Armageddon. Where did burn up the place at? Well, when fire was raining down heaven, Sodom and Gomorrah, yeah. Even if you were taught that, I don't want you trying to condemn anybody. Even there, they said heaven did the punishment. So I'm saying to you, if anybody got to be punished for some righteousness stuff or some stuff like that or whatever, you and I and all of us, let us make sure that God handles that because we might be wrong. But if we stay loving, we're not wrong. We ain't got to take no stuff, but we stay loving. And if somebody got to be whipped, somebody got to be beat down, somebody got to lose their life, that is the one that gave them life. And you and I treat people like we want to be treated. Can you imagine Eve waking up one day trying to kill Adam because he was there? She wasn't familiar with that. Or Adam waking up one day and that Eve was. And he's trying to kill her because he's not familiar with her. No, you stay there. If anybody got to go, let God take care of it. Let God take care of it. All right, I think I'll leave it there until next time. Bye bye.